My name is Alexis Reger and my speech is Flight 93. I would like to thank my audience for coming here today.
You're welcome.
To begin, I need you all to imagine yourselves in this situation. You have just boarded your flight in Newark, New Jersey, headed to San Francisco, California. Whether it be for work or vacation to just see your family. You could be surrounded by your friends, your family, or maybe you're just traveling alone. Your luggage is stored underneath you. Your plane is about to depart. Your seatbelt lights are on, and you have your no smoking signs illuminated above you as well. Your captain comes on and states things such as your expected arrival, the expected weather, and other things like that. You're flying peacefully, maybe talking to others, maybe listening to music, or reading a book. Then, about 46 minutes into your flight, the plane completely shifts into a new direction. This seems strange. So maybe you get up and try and approach the flight attendant. She's in first class. As you pull the curtains back, you hear screams. The two captains are laying dead outside of the cockpit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flight 93. Flight 93 occurred on September 11th, also known as 9/11. This is one of the 4 planes in what has come to be known as one of the worst terrorist attacks in the history of the United States of America. The reason this plane was different from the others involved in 9/11 is because Flight 77 struck the Pentagon, and Flights 11 and 175 struck the World Trade Center towers. This plane was taken down by its passengers in order to stop it from its final destination expected to be in Washington, D.C. The passengers on this plane took a vote at 9:57, calling loved ones and emergency lines to tell them what was going on. The vote was to either fight back or not, and the choice that was made was to fight back. All conversations of this flight were made by the distress calls of the passengers and the flight attendants.
Southbound 41 timing looks like it's turning eastbound heading 360. United 93 calling. United 93 understands of a bomb on board, go ahead. Director 956, did you understand that transmission? Affirmative, he said there was a bomb on board. And that was all you got out of it also? Affirmative. 93, go ahead.
This is actual live recordings from the flight that day of the hijackers stating that they had a bomb on board. In other voice recordings from this flight, you hear one man saying, "This plane isn't leaving Pennsylvania." And you hear the famous line from Todd Beamer stating, "My fellow Americans, let's roll." The last and final clip that was heard from this flight was the flight attendant saying, "Everyone's running to first class. I've got to go by." The passengers and the crew then rushed the cockpit and ultimately took down the plane. The flight impact hit the ground at 563 miles per hour in a 40-degree nosedive. The impact left a crater that was 8 to 10 feet deep and 30 to 50 feet wide. These people ultimately knew they were going to die, and they made the heroic decision to fight back. This stopped another plane from coming into the White House or the Pentagon. Its final destination is unknown, but expected to be one of the two. These brave souls are who we have to thank for not letting the hijackers win. On this day, so many lives are lost, and over 44 of them on Flight 93. September 11th may be a day in history for us, but for the families of over 3,000 people, they live with the consequences of this tragic event every day. If Flight 93 hadn't made the sacrifice that day, imagine how many more kids would be left without their parents. How many spouses would be left widowed? Try to relate this to your life and how different it would be if one of your family members would have left that morning to go on with our normal daily activities, and then by the end of that day you find out they're gone in what is known to be one of the most notable terrorist attacks in the United States of